Klassy Kitchen. Today we're going to be making some delicious chocolate chip cookies. If you would like to see more cooking content, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, so to start off with our chocolate chip cookies, we're going to measure out 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And what we're going to do is we're just going to spoon and level the flour just like we did with our pie crust. Our flour taken care of, and now we're going to take a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon and a half of cornstarch, and then we're just going to put that into our flour mixture and give it a little whisk around, and then that's our dry ingredients. Alright, so now we can start on our wet ingredients. So we have 3/4 cup of butter, and we're just going to unwrap it, put it in the bowl that we're going to use for our wet ingredients, and pop it in the microwave so that it'll melt. Alright, so our butter is nice and melted, and now we can add in our sugars. So we're going to take a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, pop that in there, and then we're going to use 3/4 cups of brown sugar, and in this recipe we're using light brown sugar, but you can use both, or either one. Alright, our sugars are mixed up. We just mixed it until there was no brown sugar lumps, until, just it wasn't lumpy and it was smooth. So now we're going to take our eggs. We have 2 of them, and we're going to just use 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. Pour that into your sugar mixture and beat that until there's no whole eggs in there. Alright, last step of the wet ingredients is the vanilla extract, and we're just going to put 2 teaspoons of it in there. And we're going to give that one final whisk, just real quick. And then we're done with the whisk, so we can set that aside. And then we're going to take our flour and baking soda and cornstarch. We're going to put all that in there. And take your rubber spatula and then just start folding that in there. And it might not look like it wants to come together, but you just have to wait for the flour to gather up some of that moisture from the wet ingredients, and then it'll all come together nicely. Alright, our flour's mixed in, and now the best part, you gotta add the chocolate chips. And of course, if you want more chocolate chips, feel free. We don't judge. Add as many as you want. If you want to add nuts, knock yourself out, go ahead. We're not going to tell you what to do. Alright, our dough is made, and we're just going to take some plastic wrap and put it over top of the bowl. And then you're going to put it into the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. And I know you want your cookies now, but you have to wait because keeping the dough nice and cold is what's going to keep it from spreading a whole bunch whenever you put them in the oven, because these are going to make nice, chewy, soft cookies. And if you want thin and crispy cookies, then I guess you're going to want a different recipe. So these are going to go in the fridge for 2 hours, and then they go in the oven.
Now that the cookies have been in a fridge for 2 hours, they are now going to sit for 10 minutes. We have also preheated the oven to 325 degrees.
Product. They're nice, hot, gooey chocolate chip cookies. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back next week. Thank you. Bye.